So at the end of 2024 is also the end of another year of Destiny, and a lot happened this year. Was it all positive? Not really. There was some positive things in there, but a lot of also not so positive things, I can't lie, which is what we're going to be going over in this video. Like, what were my thoughts and opinions on Destiny this year? So, start off the year, it's like the first bit of content we got was Into the Light, that little update, and that was quite a good update, I can't lie. Like that, I feel like I played Destiny a fair bit during that time. So we got like Onslaught, the old weapons came back. We had the whole what was it called, like the Thingio Hall where Shax was. I can't remember what it was called, but we had all that going on. The way you could tune the weapons to get exactly what you wanted, even though that didn't exactly work all the time. But that's not the point. The point is, it was quite a fun time to be playing Destiny. Like, we had the whole hype of the final shape to look forward to as well. So all that was going on. So start of the year for Destiny for 2024, really positive. Starts off really strong, and then we got into like the big update, which was obviously the final shape, and it was just a great expansion. Again, another great time to be playing Destiny. Everything about final shape was just enjoyable. From, well, I say everything. I mean, the downtime on the first day was a bit, it was tough, man. Doing missions just to get lagged out. But server issues aside, after that, like the second day, it was really good. Like, everything about final shape, I can't find fault with. Like the whole story for it. Prismatic was fantastic. The raid was great. We got like secret missions, like that secret mission where to get the exotic class item, or everything about it was just final shape. Just overall, I'd rank it up there as the best expansion that they've done. Like, I think it was just so much, like, it was just everything that's good about Destiny they put into this expansion, and the way we even had like a post-campaign story, like plot going on. I feel like it was just a good way to end like the whole Light and Dark saga. It's a really good way to end things on. But in saying that, that's the whole, I feel like that's why Destiny has sort of went downhill ever since then, because it did end, the Light and Dark saga did end with the final shape, and I feel like that was sort of like an endgame situation where something had been built up for these past 10 years. After that's ended, it sort of like dropped off narrative wise and just like story wise and interest wise, I can't lie. So instead of getting seasons, what happened this year is that we got acts, and the first act was to do with the Vex, and like, so they're called Echoes, and I can't lie, I can't get my head around these acts, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm just not interested in the slightest, story-wise, and what's going on in them. Like, don't get me wrong, the content's good, it's alright, it's not bad, but it's just a bit, I'm just not as interested. I can't lie. Like, fair enough, the seasons had their issues, so I can understand why Bungie decided to like switch things up, but episodes are basically just the exact same as seasons, just longer, and it's not a good thing. Like, I don't know, they're just not. I feel like the first one, because that came out at the same time as Final Shape, so the Destiny hype was still there, weren't too bad. I was like semi-interested, and because it was like Vex, and Vex is like one of the most interesting species in Destiny, I feel like that's why it was half like interesting. But then we got to Revenant, and I can't lie, Revenant has just completely dropped the ball. I can't lie, I'm just not interested in playing Destiny at the minute, and I think that is because there's just nothing to do. There really is nothing. I'm not interested in doing anything. And at least with the seasons, like, you could log in every week and you'd be interested into seeing how the story's going to be going and like what's happening with the story. But with these episodes, there's nothing interesting about them, especially with Revenant, because they decided to do it so you can do the whole story the second the act drops. You haven't got to wait like week after week. I know some people wanted to do it in one go, but I feel like that just makes it worse, because once you've done the story on that first day, there's nothing to do. And the fact that they haven't updated anything, we're basically just doing the same strikes. You can't even go into PvP anymore. It's just stale. And then especially when you've got other PvP games like the new COD and Marvel Rivals that have just come out, they're just way more interesting, because I don't know, there's just, at the minute, I can't see myself having a reason to play Destiny. Like, that new dungeon came out, it was a really good dungeon, but we done it on, like, the team that I do it with, we done it on contest mode, and because of that, there's been no real once you've got the exotic, unless you want to go for the title, there's no real reason to go back into the dungeon, I don't think. And I feel like that's just like, there's just nothing to keep me engaged. And I think that is the main problem with Destiny. There's nothing to grind. There's nothing to keep anyone interested anymore. And I feel like that's why people are just dropping it and going after better things. I genuinely am like scared for the future of Destiny. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like unless there's a big drastic change, whether that's a Destiny 3 or something else, I can see the game just dying, being like fully honest, because it's just been it's been the same thing now for like how many years. It's the exact same thing with the events. I've been playing the game since Destiny 1. I love Destiny. I'm not gonna lie. Like, obviously I do. I make content around find it. And it's not just that, it's just one of those games I always end up going back to. But them events are just some of the worst piece of content in any game I've ever. I can't remember the last time I fully delved into an event like Solstice or The Dawning or anything like that, because they're just really bad. They're just like the same thing year after year. They don't update them. They're not anything different. It just seems like an event where they just promote the Eververse and like bring out a new arm. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing new. The Dawning's just been making cookies for like how many years? It's just so dull and boring, and nothing interests me about that. But yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully they've got something planned, like I said, whether that is a Destiny 3 or whatever it is. But at the minute, I can't see Destiny surviving. And I don't want to say that. I want Destiny to strive. I want Destiny to be one of those games where everyone knows about it, where it's like a really big game. But at the minute, I just can't see it going that way. And I think they really need to like pull something out to like make it be like, wow, this actually is like worth playing. But who knows? Maybe there is something on the horizon. But yeah, not positive. Not positive at all. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's just thoughts and opinions on how I thought Destiny was going for 2024. So overall, strong start of the year, final shape, really good. End of the year, I'm midway through the year. It's not looking good. It's really not looking good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, if you want to let me know that you made it to the end of the video, comment down below Tanix 3.0, and then that's how I'll know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next one.